Hello friends, welcome to yet another Frontend Mentor challenge. So in this challenge we are going to do this coding bootcamp testimonial slider. So it has got nice coding bootcamp testimonial, and it has got a bit of JavaScript also because there is a slider with two people provided. So it gives us this zip file when you do this, and the zip file as usual, this zip file contains all these things which I have put in my VS Code. So let's start it. So let me now show this. Index.html is there. Okay, and I think I need style.css and main.js. Let me open this style guide also. So index.html as usual, we'll do this index.html first, then we will move forward. Okay, so do I need this? No, I don't need this. Remove it. Remove it. Attribution also I can remove. Okay, then link css, style.css. Okay, let me save it, and let me go with live server. So this is the link. Now they have just given us text, so everything. So even most important thing that the CSS is the HTML thing, HTML, because we have to divide it into a part in a way in which we can see it. See, actually they have provided us two. This is one and this is the, so nothing different in that, just this changes. So let me close one of them. So we have to make it like this, the design. Okay, so they have provided everything, the images and what type of background color. So that is a great thing about this Frontend Mentor challenges. They provide most of the things. Okay, so let us go ahead and let us have a container as always. Div dot container. So div.container, and I press tab, so that is Amit, as most of you must know. So one will be for John and one will be for Tanya. Okay, so div dot one div I will do for Tanya, and div dot, so how do I know their name? So their name is Tanya and John. Okay, so let me move it up with alt and up. So I moved it up. So I moved both of them up. Now further, so inside Tanya, so these all things will go inside a testimonial class. So div dot testimonial. Okay, Then there will be a paragraph tag, and in paragraph tag we will have this one. Okay, and then again div dot name title, span dot name, in the name we'll have Tanya here, and then span dot title, and in the title we'll have this UX engineer. Okay, then after that, after this two div, means this testimonial div, we have image also. See, this image also we have. So this image we will have a image container, and image container will also have a button, because this button is very important when we do the JavaScript. Okay, div dot image container, image source will be, they have provided us the images image Tanya, alt is image Tanya, div dot nav buttons, and the button will be there will be two buttons. One will be having the class equal to button, class equal to next method. So same like this also we'll have for John also. Okay, so for John, okay, let me do this first, and then these images I will copy, but the image name I will change. Okay, because we'll show only one at a time, but then also we need to have them. But I should have the same name. Paragraph will contain this. Now after this paragraph, let me do one thing. Let me copy this. And John here, and here. Okay, so these two are done. After that, let me copy the image container only, because only the image container what is changing, the image is only changing. After these two, I'll have the image container, and image John, image John. Okay, let me save it, and this is how it will be shown. Okay, and in John by default right now we don't want both of them. We have hide class also. Okay, now we will start our styling. So this is done. Now let me go to style.css, and style.css, the first thing which we need to do is to have this font, so which they have given us. Let me take this. It's a Google font, and what they have told us, they told us that they want 300, 500 and 700. So where is 300? This is 300, this is 500, and this is 700, and this is done. We want the import. Let me go here, copy it, I don't want it anymore. Style.css, and I can paste it. Okay, so this is done. Now we'll start everything in CSS. The first thing first, star box sizing is border box. Next is margin is 0, padding is 0. So it is like this, and let me quickly hide John first. Hide display none, and let me make it important also. See, John is hidden. Now let's do the body. Font family is, since we are given this enter, we have to do this, and Google font we generally give it in quotes. So enter, and then a fallback font which will be sans serif, because it is contained in every browser. And font size is 32px, and we will use a grid to center it. Display is grid, place items is center, min height is 100 vertical height. Okay, so it is showing good, and they have given us a background pattern also, so we will use that. Background is URL, actually not one, but they have given us 3 background patterns. Let's see, this actually they have given us 3 background patterns. So URL, and then images, and pattern bg.svg, comma URL, images pattern codes.svg comma url images pattern curve.svg. Save it. Yeah, this is coming, but a lot of repeat is coming. Background repeat, no repeat. So now the repeats are gone. After that, background position is, so we have taken 3 images, so we'll give 3 position with again with commas. So 92%, 0%, comma 30%, 25%, comma bottom left. So we can give this also, okay, percentage also, and we can give this. So now it is showing correctly actually. So all these 3 patterns are showing correctly. Only the image and all those things we need to do now. Okay, next thing is container. Hoping the spelling is right. It's better always to copy it like this. Max width is 80 vertical width. So this is another unit which we can give, like 100 vertical height we have given, so 80 vertical width we have taken, so 80% is there. And then Tanya, comma, so we have to use everything in John also. Why? Because right now we have hidden it, but once JavaScript is there, we have to show him. So everything will be like this. Displays flex, justify content is center, line items is center. So like this. See, with this much only it is looking so close. Okay, so I think a little bit only is remaining. This images, this font sizes and image also I think a bit small we have to do. So let us do that now. Dot container p. So this p will target both John and, because they are inside that only. Font size is 1.4 rem. Font weight is 300. Color is HSL. Okay, so the color from where I have got, so the color we will get it from here. So dark blue color is this HSL, this one. So they give us the color, but they don't tell where to use. We have to see that thing. Okay, HSL. So they have given that color also, and line height is 2 rem. Margin bottom is 2 rem, and it is showing correctly. Yeah. Now the next thing, let me make it a bit more. Okay, container is done. Container, now name this two should be correct. So dot container dot name font size 1.2 rem and font weight 500. Color will be again the same. Yeah, it is coming right. Now name is there. Now this title we have to do. Font size is 1.3 rem. Font weight is 300. Color is, now this color is this one, grayish blue, what they are telling. Yeah, and it is showing correctly like this. Now let do the image. Where is image? Image is here. Image container, position is relative, image container image, width is 500 px, height is 500 px, border radius, not background, repeat, it is border radius. Border radius is 10 px. Save it, and it is showing correctly. Now we have to place those buttons. So buttons at the correct place, which is I think here. So buttons we have to place. So the next code will be for that, the buttons. Image container .nav buttons, position is absolute, height is 50 px, width is 100 px, right is 350 px, and bottom is minus 15 px. Display is flex, background not position but only background is white, and border radius is 30 px. So we are making this border radius is 30 px, and we have a box shadow also, which is 1px, 8px, 10px, RGBA 0, 0, 0, 0.4. Okay, mark shadow is also there, and this is coming, but the buttons are showing very ugly, so it's time for the buttons inside. So dot nav buttons dot priv buttons. Okay, background is URL again. Icon priv.svg, which they have given us, and here only we can give it as no repeat, background size is 30%, background position is center, width is 50%, border is none, see it is coming right, outline is none, and border radius is 30px, 0, 0, 30px, and z or z index is 4. Okay, now I will copy it because the next button will also be similar. Icon, next, no repeat, background size, background position, width is 50%, border is this, and it is okay, and it is showing perfect as what we wanted. Now this is done. Now the thing is that our this is done. Now we have to show the my design, this mobile view. We have to show the mobile view, so let's do the mobile view now. So for mobile view, at first make it mobile, and it is not at all mobile, so we have to do at media, screen, and max width is 768px, body we have to not body, where is my body? Let me copy this. background images pattern. Yeah, I have this patterns only, pattern bg codes, and curve is there, but the size and the position, those will differ. Okay, so that is one of the main thing which that's why I have done no repeat, and round size is 80%, 20%, 80%. Background position is, now this is the main thing, 62%, 18%, 45%, 58%, bottom left. Yeah, but the images are not right, so it will not show images and everything, so it is difficult to see this. Okay, so dot Tanya, dot John, and display is flex, and flex direction is, let's see, it is coming like this, but I want the image to be up, so that is a very cool trick for that. There's something known as column reverse, so it will need to do that. Then after that, dot image container img, so this we have to fix. Width is 250px, height is 250px, and border radius is, not border, every time it happens, border radius is 10px. Okay, now it is looking good. Dot container p, margin top 4.5 rem, font size is 1.2 rem, dot container dot name 1 rem, dot container dot title is, font size is 1.1 rem, dot name title. I hope it is the same thing, that name title, where it is. Yeah, it is the same thing, name title. So here display is flex direction is column, not column reverse, it is column, and justify content is center, align item is center. Okay, so this is done because we want it like this. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so the nav buttons are not showing right, so we have to do the nav buttons now. So Then app buttons, yeah, we need to do the app buttons. Let me get OBS out of the way. Dot image container. See, now also app buttons are there, but it is showing somewhere here. Image containers dot app buttons, and it will be position will be absolute, height will be (40px) and width will be 70px. Top will be 230px and right will be. So with this position absolute, we can move anything anywhere in the screen. 90px. So it is moved, and now display is flex. I think it is not required. Yeah, it is not required because it took from the older one, so it is not required. Means this are overwriting, and the rest of the thing it will take from here. Say rest of the display flex and all these things it will take from here. So this much is more than enough. Okay, so our all this thing, styling and all is done. Now we have to add a small logic, which as I have told you, you have to click. Now John is not there. Okay, so we have to click and show John's data. So as usual, we have just a small JavaScript, not that much. In the previous also front-end mentor challenge, I have used a small JavaScript, so this is not that much there. So let us start it. Okay, so const John equal to document dot query selector dot John const Tanya equal to Tanya and const pref document dot query selector all dot pref underscore button, and it will be next, and it will be next. Okay, now dot class list dot add hide okay. I think I have not done 2-3 things. One is, let me remove this, and one is I think I have not included my JavaScript. Okay, see, by default it is hide, so I have removed that hard coded one. Okay, now we will have a event listener on both previous and next. So pref dot, So it is query selector all, so it will give a item is item dot add event listener click comma slide change. So this is a function which we are soon going to make, and this is for next, and rest is same. Okay, so if I give this, let me continue with this, and slide change, let us make this const slide change equal to, let me give an arrow function. If John dot class list dot contains hide, if it contains hide, then John dot class list dot remove, will remove the hide class. By default it is on John, and then the Tanya dot class list dot add, will add that to Tanya. Okay, hide. Okay, so this is one if, and else if. Okay, let me copy it. Else if not John, it is Tanya dot class list dot contains hide, then this will be Tanya, and this will be John. And there is a else part also, which will be for, by default it will be always on John, so this also we need to do. Dot class list dot add hide, save it. Okay, so now let's see it is working. Yeah, it is working fine. And in the bigger thing, yeah, bigger also it is working fine. So this completes our part 8 of the Frontend Mentor challenge. I will see you soon in some other Frontend Mentor challenges. Okay.